I've had a lot of emails from people asking, how on earth did I raise the money to be able to do this wonderful trip? Because I know what I'm doing is not the cheapest thing in the world. So I thought I'd just do this video just explaining how I managed to save and get the money together to be able to do this. So the first things first, I moved out of my flat and I sold all my furniture and some of my clothes and my TV and just everything pretty much that I owned. So I managed to save a little bit of money that way. My brother and his wife kindly let me live with them for 8 months, not paying any rent or bills, and it's amazing how much money you can save in London when you're not paying London prices, rents and bills and things like that. So that's where I got the majority of my money from. I also had some wonderful friends and at work and from university who went out of their way to fundraise for me, which is something I didn't ask for, and they were just so kind, and they had cake sales, a couple of them ran marathons and half marathons, and just donations coming in from friends and family who knew what a rough time I'd had and just liked the idea of what I was doing and what I was planning on doing with the website and trying to help people. So I saved a lot of money that way. Tesco also kindly gave me some money to go away with. And they were really lovely because when I said, what would you guys like in return? All they said was, we want our name on the website and we want you to have an amazing time. And that's all they wanted from it, so that was really generous. I also received sponsorship in the form of some clothes from Craghoppers. They gave me some outdoor clothing. I also had sponsorship from my insurance company, Insurance With, because I struggled to get insurance. Everything was costing thousands of pounds and it was just way too much money for me to be afford to go away. And I got in touch with the person who runs it, who also had cancer, who as a result of having cancer and couldn't get insurance to go on holiday when she was ill, set up this insurance company. So it's for people with pre-existing medical conditions. So they were the only ones to insure me, and then they donated my insurance to me as well. So that's pretty much how I raised my money. And traveling as well can be really cheap. I mean, the flight over wasn't cheap, and a couple of things I've done haven't been cheap, but most of the things I'm doing are relatively low cost. And when you're traveling, you stay in hostels, I stay in dormitories. They've all got kitchens and things, so I either cook for myself or you can go out for dinner for $2, and it's a really cheap way. So if you're planning on traveling, just try and save as much as you can, and contact your local organisations and see if they could maybe sponsor you, or if you're planning on doing something to help people with cancer. And I will say that I tried all different forms of therapy and things to try and help me feel better, and when I was planning the website and the trip, that started to make me feel better, and I really planned and tried hard to save my money and do everything possible to save enough money to be able to do this wonderful trip. So I believe if you really believe you can do it, then you can do it. And nothing's landed on my lap. I've gone out my way to try and save enough money for this, and thank you to my friends and colleagues at work and in life just for getting me here. So it's great. So I hope this goes some way to helping you plan your trip and what you can do.